Pasadena, Eldina. I'm getting to something pulled in Mexico. Oh, it's funny because I was deciding whether or not to read, to do weather. Maybe I can put you up here. Yeah, that would happen to me. El Nino? Maybe El Nino. Storm. Tropical storm? Or is El Nino? What was El Nino? Hey Siri, what was El Nino?
El Niño is a global coupled ocean atmosphere phenomenon, the warm phase of the El Niño Southern Oscillation. It is a periodic warming of ocean water in the tropical equatorial Pacific Ocean. This is from Wikipedia and weather.com.
Right before that soybean stock was there. I don't remember looking at that last. So I'm telling you, there's something going on with that soybean stock. It was CBOT or CBOT. Good morning. So I don't know if there's going to be a storm. I wasn't prepared to do weather. But again, like, that might be a message. I'm not being prepared for this storm. I know I still want to touch base on Callie. I mean, this could be Good morning, Trips. Hold on, just picking up the table without dropping you, preferably. Now, I'd prefer you more down looking at things, but I didn't plan on putting you on here. Although there's more width for you. It would make sense. I know why weather came in because the other day I ordered maps for above my head. On the wall. Just put this lotion on. Oh, look at the sand is still going, guys. From yesterday. How is that even a thing? What the fuck? Look at it still going. Happy Thursday. So it clearly took time for when it got stuck there. And then it built up, and then it took time to work its way down. This has a little light on it, so you can just, now it's going to go quicker. This has a little light on it, so you can just see it a little clearer. I know, I'm loving that. Oh, I made it all fuzzy. I'm really digging that R2D2 voice lately that he started yesterday. Now it's just like, I'm gonna have to turn it. It would be nice if you guys could get a good view at it, though. I took that off the wall. Guys, give me a minute. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's so much better. Because and if I have to move it down, I'm going to have to move it down. Did you just say your name? Say my name, say my name. Did you? Did you just say your name, Bada? Is that what just happened? Yeah. You think this is pretty cool? Okay, that is totally going to bug me that you can't see that. I don't know why. And I don't like, now it's, I shouldn't have shaken it. That was very not smart of me. I'm going to turn it sideways and start over. When that settles, I'll turn it. I couldn't believe that was still going from yesterday. I have to put batteries in it or a charger, and I'm not putting another plugger in there. What kind of sand makes pink? I forget where this one's from. And it's funny because I just, this has pink sand, I forget where. There's a beach with pink sand and black sand. I have the black sand. It's the amount of minerals in the black sand actually overpowers the pink, but then they put this gold sparkle that's in it is not sand. It's actually like it's for the sand not to change color. It has gold right at the tip. But when me and Mia were cleaning, just trying to get rid of like the fogginess, let it settle a minute. When me and Mia were cleaning, I came across all my herbs and my sands and different kind of sands and how to make remedies. That big kit I bought. So, and then even bathing in that sand. The black sand is hard to get. It's rare and it's super expensive, but it's great sand to have. I don't think you can eat with that one, but you can bathe with that one. All right, let me get my coffee back. So, interesting fact. I bought hornworms for butter, and he doesn't seem to like them because they're blue. Right? So these are the hornworms. It's like the little one. It's the one in Alice in Wonderland. Right? So they grow super duper duper fast. In 1 week, these things would be triple the size. And he didn't seem really interested in one yesterday. But I'm like, oh, they're so cute. Like, me and Mia are like, oh, there's 12 of them. Like, maybe we'll just keep them. They eat, like, your shade plants in the garden, like tomatoes. The first ones I go tomatoes, that type of stuff. But then they turn into a moth. A beautiful moth. So, like, I'm struggling. I'm like, oh, poor buddy. They turn into beautiful moths. And he loves bugs. So it's like, do I let it turn into... I mean, look how beautiful that moth is. So I don't know what to do, guys. I almost don't have a heart to... I can't let the moth go outside. It's too fucking cold. Right? So I don't know what to do. And it's just a moth. I mean, it's just a worm, but it's not just a worm, right? Remember in the last 4 days, I said something about animals and into this weekend. And Mia, I had to send me 2. She started showing me 2 videos. Oh, she didn't send me the other one. But it was an orange and white cat. But this just broke my heart. I thought it was amazing. So this just happened the other day with the fires.
What's going through your mind when you see that?
I hope to God my dogs are okay. They're my family. I literally rescued them off the street. They deserve better than this.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How do I get to my house?
Okay. The next hour was the longest Casey can remember. He just came to me, though, and said that the first responders who saw him went to his home and checked on his dogs. Moments later. You got the dog?
Yeah, this is my daughter. The behavioral dog, he ran out of the house, though.
Do you know where the other one is?
No, I have an air tag on him, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Let me show you where he is.
People might think that's dramatic, but it's not. Our animals should be treated as a child or a friend. And that's the truth.
Where's NBC? Where are you, Liz? Thank you. Oh, honey, thank you. Oh, God almighty. Okay. Never gonna let him go. I'm never gonna let him go.
And then there was...
The fire is literally on the hill.
And then there was another one that I was like, Oh, send that to me. It was like cats in the shelter with the California fire. She opened her door to cats. And it's only been like what, a week, and she has I think 7 or 8 cats that she's feeding and homing in her home, mind you. They all get along, they're all chilling. She gave them all baths, cleaned them up, bandaged the ones with wounds. I'm like, this lady is a fucking angel. And like the cats keep coming to her. And she just showed me this yesterday, guys. I kept saying to you guys, like, if you can rescue. Like, that shit was no joke. I knew it was strong. I just didn't realize, like, Mia was going to show me that yesterday. And I was like, oh. And I was literally with the other fires. I'm like, send me that one. She's like, I did, but it wasn't there. That's all right. She can send it to me later. But that's that whole point with the animal thing. So, okay, so we are going to go to weather here. So this is going to be like some type of continuation with California. But then I did get pulled to El Nino. So they were I was thinking Mexico, but they were just telling me El Nino, so a tropical storm. Where the fuck is it going to hit? Now I got to play the guessing game. Yeah, I know, Shannon, you do that. I love that. But it was also like about house pets and helping you heal, that type of vibe too. So, but I knew it was potent, but I didn't realize how potent. And when somebody appreciates a dog like that, but like that would be my reaction. I would have so much pain in my heart if I could not rescue my animals in a house fire. I can't even tell you how tragic it would be. So just thank the world, that when he was out looking for his dogs, NBC was there doing the news because she wanted to ask about his home. And first thing he did was, no, please help me find my dogs. I don't care about my home, my dogs. And it took about an hour or two for the firefighters to get up to his property. That was in flames. The whole neighborhood was, but obviously it must have been safe enough for him to like open doors. So they both ran out. He got one of them and the firefighter couldn't get the other one, but knew that it would be kind of coming down that hill because that's where the fires weren't, because the fires already burnt through that. So I don't know how those dogs even survived. I really don't. Just a blessing. And again, like, it just touched my heart, so when it comes to that read with animals, I think I just did yesterday or the day before, really was extremely intense, so yeah, I know you did all that, Amy. It's just amazing. I mean, Shannon, that you do that, so I think she's just in a location where all the cats and animals are kind of running to her, and the neighborhood is taking in even like horses and dogs, and she's the woman taking in the cats. And I'm like, oh, bless my heart. Like, I've never seen anything so beautiful in my entire life, because they're all going in that neighborhood's direction, away from the fire, which is smart, Some animals don't know how to navigate that. So really, truly just a blessing. reminds people, you know, I understand you lost your home. You know, it's awful. But to relate, some of you probably like relate animals to a home. Like, I know it might sound shitty to you, but a home you can rebuild, you know. And I know you could be struggling with money, all that stuff, but an animal is priceless. You'll never have that animal again. It has a beating heart, you know. They were given to us as treasures, and not to mention the loss of these trees. Okay, so that give us air. I have no more room for trees, but I bought a tree yesterday. It's like a stump. I forget what they call it. I think I saved the tag, but it removes toxic air, and it was like it's a stump. I'll show you, but I kind of got it in the sense when I was thinking about California. So I got this plant, the Arella Fabian. Arella, they can get about 5 feet tall. It grows from a stump. Some people call it a dinner plate. It's a native Pacific island tree-like appearance and get 4 to 6 feet tall. Look at that one in someone's corner. Isn't it beautiful? But it's a very simple house plant. It improves indoor air quality by removing toxins and reduces stress by contributing to calming an indoor environment. And it's actually extremely potent. It's one of the strongest ones that gives off oxygen for it being a stump from a tree. But I don't know if there's an overgrowth of them, because this is like $99, $109, $175, depending on if it's just a baby. If it's just a baby, that one's cheapest I've seen, $23. I paid $4 and there was so many of them. So I think what's happening, the amount of plants and how cheap they are right now, I have no room. But I think what's happening is a lot of things from California and these fires are being shipped across the United States and across other places, because they're just going to die, you know. So, and again, like, guys, I literally, you know me, I have no more room. But I mean, I was just like, when I saw it, I'm like, it's a tree. Music, you don't need a fucking tree. I'm just going to take a picture. I don't want to move it because I had to put plastic. I had to put my little tapestry around it because peanut butter was going ham. So it's like that growth right now, and it's got a whole bunch of babies coming out the bottom. So I was just like, holy shit, I'd fucking buy all of them and give them to friends, you know? And $3.99, guys, the eBay, they want like 900. I mean, 100 or like $90. Like, that's insane. So right now, you know, if you typically buy, you know, flowers or whatnot, if you see these plants in your local grocery store, you know, please get the trees, the plants. They're trying to save them. And some of these species are only in California. So they're literally taking, which I love, they're taking certain species right now close to the fire that might be gone. The ones that are beneficial. So I mean, are the fires near the redwood forest? I mean, that would break my heart. It's like history is just going down. 1616. Are the fires near the redwood forest? Most of the redwoods survived, many badly burnt. That was in 2020. 1.6 million acres previously logged are growing back. That was 120 years ago. Thank God. I would just be heartbroken. That would be like losing a best friend or a family member. And guys, I know that might sound so incredibly crazy to you, but I treasure, earth and trees and animals that were given to us, so it would just break my heart. And it breaks my heart that all these people are, passing away, losing their homes, their photos, their memories. It's fucking tragic. Don't get me wrong. But this week, whenever I did that read, I'm telling you, like, my heart is just with the animals and the trees right now. And I'm not being an asshole. I mean, Spirit even made it, come out in the reading that it was so important. Let me just set my alarm because I have to go to the college today. Caden's graduation from the college. Thursday, 9 a.m. because I got to shower and leave by like 9:45. Okay, so El Nino. So it's a tropical storm, right? Oh, there goes my stomach again. I tried drinking water this morning. More than I typically do. What type of storm is El Nino? So the cyclone. El Nino is not considered a storm itself, but rather the climate pattern that changes it, turns it into a storm. Acting as a driver for severe, I don't know what I was going to say, severe weather events like heavy rainfall, flooding, storm itself. It's a warm phase. The southern. El Nino, the trade winds are normally blow to east to west to weaken, allowing warmer water to move towards the Americas. Weather impact. The warning could lead to altered weather patterns globally, including increased rainfall in some regions and droughts in others. Oh, so that's not been happening for years. Okay. I don't know why that didn't click. I knew about that a long, long time ago. Not that long ago, but within the last 10 years. My brain just doesn't work sometimes. If I only had a brain, I'm telling you, when I channel, I'll get deep into something or try to track something, locate something. It's only like one part of my brain that works, or like certain parts of my brain literally get shut down to channel. But I'm looking for something, so it's. What does El Nino mean for California? That was in 2023. So, I don't know if there might be something with Texas. Somebody mentioned Texas the other day. I know I did too. Oh, Nick, my brother, was like, I might move to Texas because Emma wants to pick up, and because all her family is moving closer to Texas. So in the spring, he might go to Texas. what's currently happening with this stream of El Nino. I didn't even say that right, but it picked up on it. As of 2024, mid-2024, potential shift towards conditions later in the year. So weak El Nino, warmer than average temperatures in 2024 might play a role. Record-breaking heat. That's just with everything changing. It's like, spring is like our summer. That's what happened last year. Spring is like summer, and then summer is, summer, but not usually as hot as it usually is. And then spring came. Fall. Some days felt like winter. I swear they should change the 4 seasons. And right now, winter's been pretty fucking mild. February and March is usually when we get slammed in New England, mostly February. But a map of El Nino. Is it just in the United States, guys? Does anybody know that? Or is El Nino stream just in the United States? No. Pacific Ocean. El Nino climate phenomenon occurs. Central Texas. That's the United States. Southern California. Does anybody know that question? Okay. Peru and Ecuador. Didn't I just say those 2 exact names in a reading the last 2 times? And I know I also said Ethiopia. And Ecuador has been coming out the last month. But so hasn't the equator. El Nino affect India. Less, okay. Not so much. So it sounds like it affects America the most, right? When the stream comes this way, but it actually comes from Peru and Ecuador. Okay. I gotta pee, and I don't know what's up with my stomach. I'm chugging more water. I'm trying out my theory, guys. I'm trying out my theory. Even Mia yesterday was like, oh my gosh, is that your stomach? Like all afternoon. And I'm like, yeah. I don't know if it's the espresso. And I was like, I got to drink more water. She's like, Mom, that's not a thing. Maybe if you had too much water. I'm like, no, I got to try a theory here. So I got to mute you every time I go to the bathroom now because the bathroom is much closer and I don't want you to hear a trickle line. Alright, sorry it took longer than normal. I gave Peanut Butter a bath, so you might hear him splashing around. Okay, so I need to know. You know how to laminated stuff, guys? I had no idea. So they told me the directions said first roll it the opposite way. I got black because I can see better with a black background. And they're going to go on my wall in front of me. But in order to, and then I got two same things on the back. But they say the first night, or when you get it, wrap it the opposite way, which did help. You can tell it goes down, so I really don't have to do what I had to do. But if you have to, what did the directions say? Wrap it the opposite way. Put a towel in the dryer for 5 minutes. Then wrap the warm towel around it for 10 minutes. Then take the same towel and iron it flat, depending on what you're using it for. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to put these on my wall later above me. Sometimes the globe is better for me, but I actually ordered a few more posters too. One of the brain. I forget what the other one is. All right, so El Nino. That's it? Oh, you're not going to sit on me wet. No. I know. Do you hear him with wet feathers? That's it? That's all you're doing with the tubby? Go get in that tubby. Go get in that tubby right now. There's my crystal. All right. Where's my other glasses? My real ones. Where's my real glasses? No, these are my reading. Those are my driving glasses. Distance. I already lose my real glasses. They work good, but it hurts my eyes too much, and my eyes are already hurting. It's like too much of a strain, which is causing me to have extreme fucking migraines right now. I'm not having it. All right. Well, that didn't really work any better. So I probably would have saw the tiny, tiny ones maybe a little better in the white, but I don't know. Okay. Ecuador and Peru. Hey, you're not going to clean yourself after the tubby. What does it go that way? The El Nino stream from Peru. El Nino. I know I'm saying it funny. Ooh, that might be a good one right there. Australia. All right, can anyone help me understand El Nino better? So they use that for just global temperatures, storms. Hey, Echo, can you explain El Nino for me?
El Niño is a weather phenomenon that happens in the Pacific Ocean. It affects the weather around the world.
So it's the global warming temperature? So that's what it is? Okay, so I'm hearing it's a fraud. What does that mean? El Nino, it says the weather pattern that occurs every 3 to 7 years. I'm hearing it's a fraud. I don't understand. How would it be a fraud? Okay. What the fuck? Somebody explain this to me. Does anyone else think it's a fraud? It's not global warming, maybe man created. Yeah, I'm the first thing out is I'm hearing it's a fraud. So that's kind of a little concerning, guys. Weather manipulation, yeah. I mean, it's not the first time I've heard people talk about that, too. Man creating certain storms, yeah. But people rely on El Nino, right? If that's like global warming. Is that like one of the things they use to predict, or is there other things? El Nino predicts weather. Does it predict anything else? Yes, besides predicting weather patterns, El Nino can be used to predict potential impacts on marine life, fisheries, coastal erosion, wildfire risk, and hurricane activity. Yeah, but I think you get a better accuracy when it comes to marine life and all that with the different scientists using different things. El Nino can disrupt by altering ocean temperatures, impacting fish. Oh, isn't that convenient? How do you yeah, they're saying it's man-made. How do you does people know it's man-made? Is El Nino man-made? No. But human caused climate change to increase effects of El Nino. No, this is man-made. Okay, so that's human caused climate change can intensify the effect of El Nino, making droughts and heavy heat waves. Scientists feel El Nino and La Nina, there's another one, will become more frequent due to climate changes. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know enough about it. Like, this is why we have other people on YouTube doing this stuff. I don't know if Spirit wants me working on it or if it's more like just a message, move on. Buddy, you keep opening things on my phone. Saying no, correct. So how does it... Why do I get called to do this stuff when I don't even fucking have knowledge on it? It's like the stocks. Like, what the fuck? I'm a quick learner, though, if I learn my way. Oh, it's fucking blurry. I want to see the pattern. He doesn't like these maps. But it looks like it's coming from this way. Like north. When it says other things say it comes from the south. So which one is it? Is it just in this one area? And then it goes swooped back around? Or does it go all the way around? But that doesn't make sense because it's not even coming. It's not even coming from Peru or Brazil. I mean Ecuador. So this line is throwing me off. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about it being man-made. I never thought in our lifetime, guys, we would be debunking this shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I mean, weather's weather, you know. I believe, you know, it's absolutely plays a role with the galactic and those abilities in the skies. But in addition, you know, clearly the government has been doing this for a while. I don't know if I should be saying government or military. I mean, they're both connected. So I would hope our military wouldn't play part of this, but they do. All the ones that work in the special forces, all the other wow. This world's really gone to shit. New Zealand looks like it's got its own little sanctuary. Actually, not really, considering all this right here. But Tropic of Capricorn, Fuji, Solomon Islands, New Guinea. I can't wait to go to New Guinea. But you got some fault lines down there. Alright, I gotta pick up your shit that didn't land on the newspaper. I'm finding his new spots since I moved everything. I've never laid down newspaper before, But I guess it was smart because he's been pooping a lot more because he's been nervous with me moving everything. Okay, how do I read on El Nino when I don't fucking know about it? So it's fake. Now what? I mean, I don't know. Now what, Spirit? What the fuck? Now what? You guys have any ideas? El Nino is a climate pattern that occurs at the surface of temperature of coastal oceans above. You can look them up. Yeah, people are talking about it. No, it's been around 1930, 40. Manipulate weather. Yeah, I get all that, but where do I take this now? Now that it's fake, like, where do I take it? I don't know if something's gonna, like, malfunction here. Or if they're gonna create a storm. And we did have that wild fucking reading that went right through here with that massive storm. I don't remember what reading that was, but it was fucking wild. That might be what's coming. I don't remember what storm that would have been. Come on. Is it something I did on this channel? That's what happens when I don't update. It's so overwhelming for me. Yeah, this one's it. This is where I hold it up and say, take a picture before they take the video down. I'm so glad they didn't. Sharon. Didn't I write Indian Ocean somewhere? I know I wrote Indian
Earthquake.
Ocean. Oh, over here.
The
Okay.
tropical cyclone, low pressure.
But it feels like it comes up this way.
Yeah.
This way.
That would make sense.
All like the Indian Ocean. That's more the Atlantic over there, but
But then it's like
comes
coming
this way.
this way. This is this way. All I know is that there's something huge right in here.
Comes this way. So what the fuck happens down here? What the fuck?
Off my head. Oh yeah, it's right at the end where I say take a picture of this in case they put it down.
Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. I don't know if you want to screenshot that.
Get Get off my head. Right now. Off my head. Peanut butter? Enough with my head. Okay, this is when we were naming all the tropical storms. It was first an earthquake. We had earthquakes, quakes triggered. Something gets triggered in South Africa. Landslides, underwater tropical cyclone, low pressure. That they would use the El Nino for that, right? And other things. Off my fucking head. Southern fault line, African shield, Cape, tsunami, tectonic plates. That was like April 2025. But there's got to be a storm coming in if I'm hearing El Nino. I wonder, I mean, Australia is way over here. South America, Colombia, Costa Rica. Which is all right here. So this, I don't know what I said in that reading, but whatever I said in that reading is about to happen. Something in regards to it is going to happen. So but I'm still getting drawn to over here with Australia, like I have been, but on New Zealand, something's going to happen over here near Europe that touches Asia. I think it might be even here, like near Greece, France, Spain, Germany. So it's going to come in from the Atlantic. No, it's going to come in from like either the Mediterranean But the Indian Ocean is not over here. It's more over here. So I think it is going to come from the Atlantic Ocean. And I think they're telling me it's going to be a tsunami. Where's my notebooks? Tsunami, not an earthquake, a landslide. Peru. Okay. I don't know what video this was. This was the video with the planes. Wait, this is the tsunami that already hit Peru. I questioned Peru there as well. Japan and Peru, November. Hey Siri, how do you spell tsunami?
Tsunami. T-S-U-N-A-M-I.
Okay. Exactly how it sounds. I always feel like I'm going to mess up on that one. Thank you. Okay. So Africa, Europe. Asia. What the fuck? This must be different. This has to be at different times. Well, I mean, that, how would it possibly hit? I mean, off my head. Off my head, butter. Off my head. No, no. It's all going to hit at the same time. I don't understand. That would be, how would that even happen? Like, because it doesn't come in, it doesn't go through. Okay. I think the south and the north are going to meet up somewhere, and both oceans are going to be disrupted. Off my head. Butter, thank you. Off my head. Morocco, Spain, France. Off my head. Off my head. Yeah, I'll fix that real quick. Russia's all pink up there, coral, like it's just reminding me of like the pink and black like we just talked about. So we have Morocco, Hey Siri, can I have an image of where the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean meet? Hey Siri, can I have an image of where the Atlantic Ocean and the South Atlantic, North and South Atlantic meet?
Here are some images of Atlantic Ocean in the South Atlantic North and South Atlantic meet from the web. Have a look.
Here's my face, come on. An image of where the North Atlantic and the South Atlantic meet. Is it the Tropic of Cancer? Like, I don't understand. like when they come together. Right now over me. So Mid-Atlantic Ridge, North Atlantic Ridge, Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Something with mid too, so I think they meet in the middle. I don't know if it's this line, the equator, or is that the Tropic of, that line is like the Tropic of Cancer, right? Anybody know that? Anybody know what that is? I can't tell if that's the equator line. I don't see. That is the equator. And there's that Tropic of Cancer. Okay. So, Tropic of Capricorn, it would be safe, but Tropic of Cancer and the equator is in the middle. The North Atlantic Ocean and the South Atlantic Ocean, do they meet at the Tropic of Cancer or the equator? The North Atlantic and South Atlantic Ocean meet at the equator, dividing it. Okay. Tropic of Cancer is not relevant. It's further north. Okay. So, yeah, this whole equator has been coming through too. So there's going to be a big storm that brews right here. So this is clearly a different storm. And it causes a massive tsunami, extremely destructive, starting around, I just heard Montego, starting around Morocco. But I don't understand, why would the bottom not be getting hit then? Well, there's the equator. So I think it's going north. Both storms are gonna meet here and then go up here more and really take over. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna start again right around the equator, because it was like kind of, I was being told where they both meet like in the middle. So when it comes to tsunami, let's just focus. We got Morocco, Spain, France. So Asia is a completely different one. I don't know if it gets triggered. Or if it's just a different storm at a different time. But this almost might flood all the countries, not all of them, but like Italy, Greece, Egypt, all right in there. I wonder if that had to do with that video. No, I didn't even do one on that. So the surrounding areas with the tsunami might flood whatever this, when it meets right here, it's going to go further north. And there's going to be a massive storm in here. I don't know what it's caused from, but Spirit's saying I do. I laugh when they tell me that. But I really don't. I would if I guess I put more effort into it and figure it out, but that could be for another time. But right now, this tsunami, it must go in between, at some point, Morocco and Spain, and gets into the Mediterranean Sea right there, which will cause the flooding. So it's where things are meeting, when the North Atlantic Sea, meets the Mediterranean Sea. These are meeting places. So everything seems to be mid. Everything shaking up at fault lines and oceans or whatever it may be. All right. Let's go to Asia. Oh, I didn't get a date or a timeline for Europe and Africa. Sorry guys, he just tried to poop it, stuck to his ass, and was on this branch, and I don't want that drying up there. Okay. All right. So Morocco, Spain, France, north and south, they meet at the equator. That causes a tsunami. And from there, there's going to be flooding around the Mediterranean Sea. It sucks. Italy's going to go down eventually. Like it's just getting waterlogged. I don't know if we lose a piece of Italy with this flood. Like a part of Italy is gone forever with this flood. So I don't know if it meets, and I don't know if it triggers a storm that affects the Mediterranean because of what's going on with the tsunami. Or if these are two different storms. So Africa and Europe, that tsunami there, the Mediterranean flood is triggered by the tsunami. And then I don't know if it forms like a cyclone. It forms some type of storm over there, which leads to flooding. When it comes to Asia, oh, he moved the camera. Stephen Burns on YouTube, for anyone interested, speaks a lot on this quartz channeling matches. Yeah, I know you've said that before. You want to send me one of his videos on Messenger, please? Not now, but when you get a chance. But, I don't like reading other people. I don't like reading that either, though. But maybe it's worth looking into, and I can pick up on something maybe he's not picking up on. Because that feels like copycatting, and it feels like, all right, so Courtney says this, he says this. Like, you see, I don't, that's why I'm like, I'd rather collab with somebody versus just watching them. All right, so when it comes to Asia, let's see, let's target, fruit fly, gotcha. What are we going to target? I hope it's not India again. Whatever this is comes from the Indian Ocean. That was slightly in my read. I'm getting a migraine right now. I'm hoping it's not a migraine and they're just trying to tell me something. Oh, it's a migraine. Because I'm staring at things. My vision is so fucked up right now. Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines. So it's actually coming from the Philippine Sea. It's going to come in this way. And that is the Tropic of Cancer. Everything's meeting at a line. Everything's meeting. Everything has a midpoint right now. So this is like North Atlantic. This is hitting like near the Tropic of Cancer. Didn't I do a video on this years ago? I did a whole video on the Tropic of Cancer. I don't know if this is that storm. Is it 1818? Oh, 1616. I still wanted to look at that. And I brought that video up actually the other day, but we didn't look at it. Tropic of Cancer, 2 years ago. I don't know if this one already happened or not. 7 minutes, so maybe it's just a recap.
Hey guys, welcome home. Okay, briefly. As I'm looking at all these quakes, right? Let me go into my photos, and I'm looking at all the quakes in the last 24 hours. And
This one might be an earthquake.
as I'm like zooming in, right, it shows me the Tropic of Cancer, okay, which is the same, which line is it? It's right here. It's the one that goes all the way over here, all the way to Cali, okay? And it's right with, that's more the Capricorn line. The one up here is the Cancer, okay? And it's running. What I'm trying to get at, okay, which is, it's right here. It's running in the same direction, right? So that kind of piqued my interest as I was zooming in close to it. So I know this was starting to talk about the sun, which was throwing me off because I was like, okay, so now it's kind of saying that the sun can cause an earthquake. So I'm like, okay, the position of the planetaries. Okay. So I said, how does the position affect? I said, how does the position of the sun affect the earthquakes? I didn't even know if it was a thing. Okay. And it says it's like this: the AS positively charged with protons in the sun crash into the Earth protective magnetic bubble. They create electromagnetic currents across the globe, pulses that create these things that could deform quartz in the Earth's crust, ultimately triggering quakes. Okay. It has been demonstrated a causal relationship between space and weather and earthquakes. Researchers in the U.S. find links between the sun and the moon. The small tremors the small tremors affects the San Andreas Fault, which is over in the California area, which therefore affects and pulls the astral chemical bodies, causing the Earth's plate to move up and down. So when that happens, that's when I was talking about the two plates colliding, because that's what's happening right now.
See, here we go. Everything's meeting.
This is just kind of like, it's definitely fascinating, but it's not a coincidence. Okay, so when it is like, when this is parallel, latitude 23 and 26 north of Cancer and Capricorn, I don't know exactly where we are today, right? But it has
I love how that turned blue.
to do with the sun and what's going on with the planetary movements right now. So now I need to go look into the degrees where everything is at. Because, yeah, Tropic of Cancer, which is basically the northern. Tropic.
I was like, anyway.
So, and the
16 countries that touch the Tropic of Cancer: North America, Mexico, Africa, Algeria, Egypt, Asia, India, China, Taiwan, where all these earthquakes have taken place in the last 24 hours. Okay, so I don't know what happens when the degree shifts, but again, guys, not a coincidence that the Northern Tropic, that line, is all being hit right now with earthquakes. And coming real soon is going to be a massive tsunami. And I think it was Japan that was getting the tsunami alerts in India, right? But this is actually going to actually hit East Africa. And they don't have any warnings. So I definitely got to look into this. This is not a coincidence. So I'll be back with updates. Love you, bye. I don't know if I ever looked at it, but looked into it. I'm sure a lot has happened around that time, but I am getting pulled to that read. So, and again, I said the Tropic of Cancer is right here. So it's gonna start fucking shit up. These are natural phenomenons. These are not man-made, just so you know. Africa's not getting a warning. And it already disrupted here and hit Japan. And we are going in, it's going to hit right around I think Vietnam's going to get the most of this. I think it's just going to be Vietnam. How does it make its way in there? I mean, the Filipino Seas. Like, so that would make sense. All right, so it's not a tsunami. This is going to be an earthquake. It's going to hit Vietnam hard, but it's also the surrounding cities. Thailand might be affected by this. Thailand. Laos, no. So Thailand, Vietnam. So right below the Tropic of Cancer, like Laos, right before China. So, off my head. And this one, what's that? Bangladesh? No, Bang, I can't say that. B-A-N. B-A-N-G. Oh, is that Bangkok? Is that K-O-K? Is that what that is? But that's in China. I'm so confused. Cambodia. Bangkok. A little bit of Laos. So there has to be a fault line in here. There's got to be a fault line in between Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. It's right at the Tropic of Cancer. So, yeah. So it's not going to hit there. Yeah, all around the Tropic of Cancer right now in this little area, there's going to be a massive earthquake. There's got to be a fault line right near. There's got to be a fault line in between Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos. Yeah, this would be an earthquake. There's got to be a fault line involved because when I went down here, I felt fault lines like all over here. But right here is not getting touched right now. It's just this little area. So, is there fault lines that connect to Cambodia, Thailand, and Laos, Vietnam area? Something must connect there. They all have fault lines. I just don't know if they meet. Himalayan frontal thrust, Himalayas. I did get pulled to the Himalayas and then they said no. This does have something with Himalaya. Where is it? Where are you? Himalayas on the map. Where are you? Nepal. Between Afghanistan. It's in here somewhere. Why is it not on this map, guys? Oh, here it is. Like that. It's right here, Himalayas. So I don't know if that fault line images of the Himalayan fault line on the map. Look at the Himalayas. It goes all down like that. And that's exactly, so it's the Himalaya fault lines that triggers this earthquake. It could even be the Indian plate. So I wrote Indian and then I crossed it out. It is. It's the Himalayas fault line. It's the Himalayas fault thrust line, something like that. Right? Yeah. There's that word in there is thrust. Is it thrust? But I wrote it down with the other storms that I just said might be incorporated with it. The thrust fault or mash thrust. I think I'm saying it right. I feel like I'm saying thrush, like on the tongue. So yeah, it runs all the way to the eastern Himalayas. Above the plateau of Tibetan Tibetan Plateau. Yeah, which is all right here, Tropic of Cancer. So that's in for a fucking doozy. I mean, that thrust line, the earthquake, because the thrust fault is there, is a red star, which can be a 7.1 or an 8.1 earthquake. So that's awful. I'm hearing it's also the Indian fault line. So I don't know if those two meet. What the fuck is... See, I'm telling you, what is with this? Does the Indian fault line connect to the Himalayan fault line? Yes. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The MHT is, which is the Himalayan thrust, which is a major fault line that the Indian plate is being pushed under by erosion. Remember, I wrote erosion. I wrote all this shit down. Collision zone. The Himalayas are formed by the collision of India and Eurasian plate, making the fault line this boundary. The Indian fault line essentially refers to the tectonic boundaries where the Indian plate meets the Eurasian plate, which is directly connects to the major fault line with the Himalayas. Okay, so these two are meeting. I don't know why all these things are meeting. I don't think it's coincidental, and I just said that in that other reading. This is a natural disaster. So it is the Indian fault and the Himalayan fault. The Indian fault is down here, and it meets with the Tropic of Cancer right in between here, the whole fault. That sucks. Probably going to be a lot of death with this one. It's going to fuck some shit up because it's hitting a major fault line, guys. So it looks like it's almost in between Vietnam, Thailand, and Laos, which is all right here that I took a picture of. That's where, I think that's where it takes off. So, yeah, it's right on the fault line right there where Laos is. It's all in the middle right here, in between Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam. It's like at the edge of every country. Cities, major cities. I didn't series, no thank you. Okay. Timelines. Start with the earthquake because I'm in it. They're saying January 2025. So again, I don't like giving timelines because sometimes they can take 2 years to manifest. Others come in right away. So use your best discernment here. But Spirit is telling me January 2025. And something major is steaming because if it has to do with that video, and it's like the Tropic of Cancer has been affected multiple times within the last year. Multiple times. Plenty. Hundreds and thousands of tiny little ones. So something big is about to happen on the Tropic of Cancer. I don't know when, but something is big there. It's like separating these countries. That's a whole nother story. So when it comes to tsunami, Morocco, Spain, France, Africa, Asia, Africa, Europe, it's going to cause flooding. The tsunami will cause flooding in the Mediterranean Sea. No warning. The north and the south. Atlantic meet at the equator. This is also January. This is also January 2025. There's something about a slow flood here. And not to mention, we do lose a piece of Italy. I don't know if it's with this flooding in January, but we do lose a piece of Italy, which is sad. Hey.
I can't find the watch shows you gave me, but they're so tight. So tight.
Yeah, keep you warm though. I'm just wrapping up YouTube. I'll be right upstairs.
How long is this like a workout? It's tight. I don't know what's going on in my stomach.
You might want to wear the other one I gave you.
I can't find it. It's
Okay, well, I got a couple in my drawer down here. I can bring one up when I come up. All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Get off the mic. You are one of a kind today. Get off my head. Peanut butter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, buddy bear. Wowzers. Wowzers. He's all over the place. I love you. Give me a kiss. Oh, give me a kiss. All right, so there's that. Yeah, every time I think we're going to get over here with our weather, it pulls me over here. And the last time I wanted to talk about weather, same thing happened. It pulled me elsewhere. So I just think that's so strange because there's definitely some shit coming. And I don't know why they keep pulling me to this. So something on this side of the world, I'm hearing astrologic. It's astro. It's I don't remember the word they just gave me. Astronomic. It's like another word for like horrific. Astronomic. Okay, astronomic. Hey Siri, how do you spell astronomic?
Astronomic. ASTRONOMIC.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
No, poo-poo. Look what you did. Peanut butter, pay attention. Look at this. What's this? Party? You know party. You party in El Dorado. That's where you party. Get off my freaking head. He must feel my tension or like whatever I'm getting ready for. Like he must just feel it. And that was a gross fucking wipe. Yeah. I know. I'm going to cut your toenails today too. Okay? We got things to do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I love you. I love you. You my baby boo. Here's my baby. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Want to say hi to everybody? You're so pretty. You're so pretty. That's what the astrologers in geophysics are saying. On my shoulder. What do they say? Oh, astronaut. That word I just used. Astronomic. I mean, it's gotta be because I keep thinking I'm coming on, gonna talk about like the fires and all the other stuff, and it keeps pulling me. It's the other side of the fucking world. It's gotta be astronomical. That's the word I was looking for. Is that what I wrote? What did I write? Astronomic. Astronomic. But what did I say? Anywho, I just have to add an L at the end of it. Not that one. Astronomical. ICAL. ICAL. Astronomical. All I had to do is add an A and an I. Oh. Okay, so Spirit's just having me do it my way, their way. I'm clearly doing it their way. So maybe I can try to come on later and really try to do, North America, United States of America. Something might happen in Canada. There's something that's going to happen there with like a ski slope or something. What do you call that? What do you call it when people ski in it? It's too late. An avalanche? There's going to be some type of avalanche in Canada in January. Oh, just when I think I'm done. Hey, Spirit, how do you spell avalanche? Hey, Siri, how do you spell avalanche?
Avalanche. AVALANCHE.
Avalanche, and there's going to be an avalanche in Canada. Oh, I did 2005. 2025. Peanut butter, I can't believe I gotta go look back in my book and I got your shit all over it. The fuck, dude. The fuck. I know. You're so fucking cute. You're lucky you're so fucking cute. Priceless. I go into the bird shops to get my worms and I'm like, oh, I really want to get him a friend, but my dad would flip the fuck out. Eventually, I might get him a friend. Maybe, next summer I'll run into the situation where I save another fucking bird and they end up being friends. Whatever happens, happens. Every part of the world will have some type of tidal catastrophic event. Yeah. So, where's it going to hit weather over all the plates, weather pole shifts? We already read on the Arctic. But I really got to go shower. My alarm's going to go off. I got to get to kids' graduation ceremony. Oh, it's just the oil. Loki, enough. You don't own the neighborhood. Loki, enough. You don't own the neighborhood. I love you guys. Let's see you soon.